Hi everyone! So we are doing a design challenge to go over some laboratory safety procedures and rules for the start of the 7th grade class, where we're going to be actually participating in some lab activities. So we need to learn how to behave in lab, what to do in case of emergency, and how to clean up properly in lab so that we can have a good year. So you're going to be learning those content goals, and it's really important that we abide by these rules, keep them in mind, are engaged with these rules. So we are going to be using some technology to be able to just share this information in a more relatable, accessible way to your peers, and just so that you can make more meaningful connections with the content. So we're going to be learning how to design and create a storyline using Pixton, and you're going to be publishing that information with your peers, so you have to keep your intended audience in mind, which are people your age who need to engage with this content. So you want to make it fun, you want to make it informative, concise, easy to remember. So first for the lesson, we're going to be taking a true-false quiz on lab safety just to see where the students are at, what information they already know, what misconceptions they might have. We'll discuss these answers in pairs and then move on to the Pixton account. So you'll make a Pixton account with a partner, and you're going to be making a creative, informative comic that demonstrates both improper and proper laboratory behavior. After this, we're going to be taking an assessment on laboratory scenarios to make sure the students have all their misconceptions cleared up and they know the correct answers. So there will be some group work time, there will be some individual assessment taking time, and most importantly, we'll be learning how to use Pixton. So here's Pixton. You're going to be making an account on Pixton EDU. I can help you with that. We'll all go through it. You can each make your own account, but you will be working in pairs. You'll go to a new comic right here. You can call it whatever you'd like. I'm calling mine Lab Safety. That is the most relevant topic we're doing, so probably your title will have something about that. And so I have a list of requirements for you that I will be giving to all the students, but just so you know, we have some requirements that include at least 4 panels with speech bubbles. You can have more panels than this, but at least 4 need to have speech bubbles in them. I would like you to have a relevant background, so while they have all these fun backgrounds here, probably makes most sense for your background to be in school. So you can have a school background. There's a couple interesting ones. You can choose whatever one you'd like as long as it's relevant and appropriate. From there, oh, this is a bit of a hospital background, isn't it? We'll choose bathroom. Choose school here. And then you need to have a couple characters, so you need at least 2 characters. They can be scientists, they can be superheroes, they can be students that look just like you, they can be a little bit more creative. So choose however you'd like. There needs to be at least 2, and like I said, at least 4 panels with speech bubbles. I'd also like at least 2 focuses to keep your project a little bit more exciting, have a little bit of variety, because the point of the project is to share the laboratory procedures and rules in a fun, engaging way to make sure the kids can abide by them and remember them. So here's where you change that. Here's where you add words. Just like that, easy peasy. And you can change the face of your characters. I encourage you to get really creative and spend an appropriate amount of time really creating your characters in a way that is appropriate and is exciting. So here's my little character, and so you'll have at least 4 panels. You probably need more, but at least 4 with words to create a lab safety procedure where students are exhibiting both improper and proper lab safety behavior. Here's my completed project that I made. I was really excited for the first day of lab class here. And I'm talking to a group of students who are also pretty excited. But as they're going back to their seats, one of the students grabs chemicals without asking, without proper equipment to hold it, no training, she doesn't know what it is. So I'm telling her that we need to be handled with extreme care, and we need to have training before we can go through and be touching chemicals. So we're waiting for instructions. So that's what she's learning. So you can make your own scenario where a student or the teacher is exhibiting proper behavior and a student is exhibiting improper behavior, and then they find out the correct response. After that, we will be going through this Google form. It's a quiz with 5 points. You'll be selecting the proper response to each scenario just so that I know you know what to do while you're in lab, how to behave, what to do in case of emergency, and how to clean up. So that's all. We'll discuss that as a class to make sure we've got everything through, and we will be sharing our Pixton comics with the class. You can come up to my computer and we'll be broadcasting it for everyone. And that's about it.